absence of the gyms, we are going to look at abnormal absolute exercises. These will give you the ability to work out absurdly with an abundance of abdominal movements that will get you through the abyss that is the coronavirus. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Here with me, Fitness with Seb, and today we're going to be looking at 5 absolutely killer ab exercises that will help you guys try to shred some weight, try to get some definition in that area. And it is coming up to the height of summer, and hopefully, depending on where you guys live, you're going to get some sunlight, and maybe you get the tanks on, or even just walking around with everything hanging out, aka your abs. Not everything hanging out, but your abs and your arms and your muscles. But anyway, before we do get started, as always, if you do like my videos and the videos I've done in the past, etc., could you please drop this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and while you're there, hit the notifications bell so you guys know whenever my videos are coming out next, because the subscribe button on YouTube doesn't quite do what it used to anymore. And for you guys to actually find out whenever my videos are coming out, you need to hit that bell, and then boing, you'll get that lovely message to your phone finding out when my videos are coming. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started and looking at our first exercise. For our first exercise, we're going to be looking at one called knees up. And it's very simple, and basically you're going to be standing in one space, and then you're going to have your hands up behind your head, and you're going to thrust your knees up to activate your core. And whenever you're using your right arm, you're going to bring up your left knee, in motion with it, and then you just keep going, keep that momentum going, and you're going to engage your core, and that diagonal motion will make sure that you're really getting things going there. But as always, of course, I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to do a complete set for you guys, so you guys can do it along with me.
Close to see the sun, but clouds got in our way, and
For our second exercise, we're going to be doing one called the Windmill, and I always love the name of that because you could be thinking of some awesome moves. But no, that is indeed not what we're going to do, but the exercise is indeed called the Windmill. And again, it's the idea of standing up and engaging your core. And just like our previous exercise, we're going to be doing sort of a diagonal movement, but this time, instead of bringing your knees up, so the last time we did it like this time around, you're just going to be standing there with your legs slightly apart, your arms out, and this is where the windmill aspect comes in, and you're going to bend over and touch your toes. And again, if you're using your right arm, you're going to go down and touch your left toe, and whenever you're using your left arm, you're going to go ahead and touch your right toe. But as always, I'll go ahead and do a complete set for you guys so you guys can see how it looks. Moving on to our third movement for today, and it's going to be a standing oblique crunch. And for this one, I've gone ahead and grabbed some milk. And here in the UK, we have different colors, meaning what milk you get. So the most popular, I would say, is probably the green, which is like semi-skimmed milk. Then you've got the blue, which is full fat. But it's very, very random that we have the red lid, but that means that it's like the least amount of fat in it, but I know it's really not that popular. But would recommend to get milk with the least amount of fat in it, because then you're reducing your fat intake, etc., etc. But anyway, let's have a look at this exercise. All right, so we're going to be doing the standing oblique crunch, and if I can talk, I've gone ahead and grabbed some milk, and the reason I have is just that I've got a little bit of a weight in my hand. You could do this at home if you have water bottles, dumbbell, a rucksack, a shopping bag, anything that you can put a little bit of weight in, and then it'll give a little bit of resistance for your muscle. So the movement is quite simple. Have it in your hand, and you're going to go over and just go to your side and bring yourself back up. That is 1. Here is 2. But again, I'll be doing this as a proper demo so you guys can really see how it is. You can do it along with me if you'd like. So whenever you do one side, just go ahead and move your weight over to the other and do the other side. And really, if you don't fancy doing it with anything in your hands at this point, you can do this exercise with absolutely no weights and just get used to the motion. But let's go ahead and see how that looks like in action.
Sun, but clouds got in our way, and so every night I dream it. I'm starting to believe in what you say when I'm sleeping, that you need me.
So for our last 2 exercises in this video, we're going to be doing them on the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and change the camera so it gets down to the level for whenever I'm showing it to you guys. But for the 4th exercise, we're going to be doing a leg raise thrust. And basically there's sort of like 2 components to this one movement. And you're going to be on the ground. Here's your head and here are your feet. And you're just going to be lifting your feet up. And then whenever you come up to sort of like a 90-degree angle, you're going to just thrust yourself off the ground. So legs go down, up, and then you just thrust yourself off. But again, instead of you guys just relying on my hands to see this, I'll go ahead and show you exactly how it's going to look like. And this is a real good exercise, and it's also good that we're doing it at this part of the workout, because the other 3 that have led up to this point have been a good exercise, and they've also got your core more engaged. So that whenever we're doing this exercise, you have a complete range of motion available to you and your body's ready to rock and roll. So let's check it out. Brings us to our 5th and final exercise for today's video. And again, it's going to be down on the floor like I mentioned, and it's going to be called the scissor kicks. And quite simply, you're going to be engaging your core in such a way that your legs are going to be moving like a really big pair of scissors. You're just cutting your hair, you're cutting the grass, which I actually don't think anybody really cuts the grass with their scissors, but you never know. Some people out there are perfectionists. I don't think I've ever done it, but you never know what the future of this channel will be. Maybe it'll be me running around with a bunch of scissors, cutting grass to absolute perfection. I guess we'll just have to wait and see if that happens. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and demo it right after this. And basically you wanna keep your core engaged throughout this. And following on from what I said for our last exercise, again, having this as our 5th and final one, we're going to be using our core in a way that we haven't actually done with our other exercises. Because, for example, the first one, we were standing and there was like a plane of motion that was diagonal, but it was still up and down. Then with the windmill, again, it was a diagonal sort of up and down. And then for the other exercises, it was similar. But for this one, our core is going to have to keep us stable in a motion that is actually going to be pushing our legs out and back in, out, and then of course back in. But that's enough chat from me. Let's go ahead and check out this 5th and final one. Let's get it. Well guys, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. You've learned something, you've seen some exercises that you usually don't think of doing yourself. And that's what I'm all about here at Fitness with Seb, trying to push your boundaries and just keep inspiring you guys to get fit, stay active, and especially during this terrible corona pandemic, with the gyms being closed, the more inspiration and motivation you guys can get from me, the better it is, because we're all staying fit and healthy together. But before you guys do sign off, like I said at the start of the video, if you do like my videos, please do drop this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notifications bell while you're there. It really does help out my channel grow. And that's what I would love, of course, more people getting to see these videos, because there's more people that, just like yourselves, are stuck indoors and maybe they don't really know how to be exercising certain parts of the body. And you know, if they can get some inspiration from myself or from you guys down in the comments or as part of my community, that's awesome, because the more we get people active, the more we keep people fit and healthy. And of course, exercise is good for you physically, but also mentally. So let's get more people involved and let's try help out my channel together. We can make it grow. But if you want to get more videos from me, I mean, recently I did a complete tricep workout for your home that you don't need any equipment for. And then the time before that, I focused on a chest workout. So go ahead, I'll have these up here ready for you guys to have a look at. And of course, down in the description here, you'll find the links to all my other videos I've done. For example, I took on the US Army fitness test, the Canadian Army fitness test, the Victoria's Secret ab workout, and a couple of other fun things like my cheat day. But guys, I really want to say thanks for watching these videos. And if you want to see me on a daily basis and get little inspiration, motivation tips, you can find me over on Instagram at Fitness with Seb, and you'll see what I'm getting up to. But anyway, guys, thank you very much. As always, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.
We were close to